The term independent woman is a political farce. You can't truly claim independence if you rely on the government for your every need. Calling someone a strong, independent woman is essentially stating the obvious for any adult. It started with Beyoncé's song and Rihanna's persona, and now it's this Barbie movie. It's high time these individuals faced reality. It's crucial to distinguish between being independent and being interdependent.
Are women really independent? I've observed numerous women proudly touting their strong, independent status, often adopting the "I don't need no man" mantra. However, from my perspective, these women are simply ordinary working-class adults. There's nothing exceptional about having a job, paying your bills, and being self-sufficient. These are basic responsibilities for any grown-up. So, why do some women treat these fundamental adult duties as badges of honor or markers of uniqueness? You seldom hear men promoting this "I'm an independent boss" attitude and rhetoric when they achieve success. Perhaps this stems from distinct expectations for men and women regarding financial success. What perplexes me even more is when independent women who are seeking a partner insist on their potential partners making more money than they do, despite already being self-sufficient. If they can cover their expenses and take care of themselves, why should the person they're with have to earn as much or more than they do? This seems to be a general preference for female dating. It's well known that women often desire a partner on their financial level or above. But it seems contradictory to take pride in your independence while simultaneously demanding that your partner earns more. In such a scenario, wouldn't you be financially dependent on that person? Especially if you expect them to pay for dates and buy gifts. It appears contradictory. The boss babe. Numerous contemporary American women proudly embrace the label independent as a symbol of pride. They wholeheartedly endorse the philosophy that has gained popularity in our culture, frequently echoing well-worn phrases such as "we are self-sufficient" and "we are capable of providing for ourselves." However, following a lengthy day in the workplace, where they frequently engage in overwork to compensate for their personal insecurities, they hasten back home to single-handedly shoulder the responsibilities of parenthood. This demanding role encompasses activities such as shuttling their children to various events, providing homework assistance, preparing meals, ensuring their kids' bedtime routines are met, maintaining household cleanliness, and eventually retiring to bed, fatigued and solitary. In the quiet moments of the morning, these women often awaken, contemplating how they have found themselves ensnared in this exhausting and repetitive cycle, akin to a never-ending reiteration of the same day. In light of current societal trends, the future prospects for our families, homes, and communities do not appear particularly auspicious. These single independent women may not be as self-sufficient as they appear. Most of the ones I know often have a male relative or ex who helps them out, whether it's fixing things, purchasing items, or providing other kinds of support. They're more likely to seek help from male family members or exes when it comes to car troubles or home maintenance. I'm not implying that these women lack independence, but compared to self-sufficient men living on their own, they might appear to be less self-reliant. Men often perform tasks that might be traditionally considered male roles, such as house maintenance or helping others relocate. Feminism, in my opinion, is misleading. It's driven by avarice and irrationality. Ambitious people aim for perfection but are content with achieving 70 to 80%. However, feminists, on the other hand, demand perfection and are dissatisfied with anything less than 90 to 95%. They will become angry and feel oppressed over issues that will never directly affect their lives. An example is a feminist working in a hospital who feels oppressed because women don't make up 50% of STEM graduates. If that's not bizarre enough, consider this. A white English-speaking American feminist gets angry and feels oppressed because, in the Spanish language, the word Latinos, used to refer to Latin Americans, is grammatically masculine. As a response, she invents the term Latinx, despite being neither Hispanic or a Spanish speaker herself. The shallow reality of modern women. Let me shed some light on the contemporary image of the confident, self-reliant woman in America. She's become an emblem of the 21st century, a role model for many young girls. While it might seem inspiring and empowering, the reality often unveils itself over time. So, what's the impact of this powerhouse figure on our homes, families, and communities, whether by choice or by circumstances? The 2010 Census Bureau revealed a troubling surge in single-parent households, absentee fathers, and poverty in our nation. In fact, studies indicate that single parenthood is increasingly becoming the new family norm. Consequently, we find ourselves amidst a growing number of women left to fend for themselves and children growing up without fathers. Within these disturbing statistics, we see other issues on the rise, including promiscuity, divorce, depression, addiction, eating disorders, cosmetic surgery, self-harm, and even suicide. Further studies indicate that women and girls are displaying more aggressive and violent tendencies. You can see examples of this on reality television shows targeting both teenagers and women. Programs like Jersey Shore, Bad Girls Club, The Bachelor, and the Real Housewives series often showcase disturbing behaviors such as gossip, profanity, vanity, promiscuity, alcohol abuse, violence, and bullying. The women featured in these programs range in age from 18 to 50. While they may be perceived as new role models for teen girls and women, their behavior and attitudes tend to trickle down into our families and communities. Some studies even suggest that women are increasingly being reported as the aggressors in cases of domestic violence. We're also witnessing trends of teenage girls taking on assertive roles, sometimes initiating sexual encounters. This brings to mind Beyoncé's song, Irreplaceable, which became an anthem for independent women. It delivered a powerful message of independence and moving on from heartbreak. In the music video, she confidently ejects her unfaithful partner from the house she purchased, taunting him as he departs. She then boasts about her ability to replace him instantly. But as the video progresses, we see a different reality. She's preparing for a date with a new man to replace the old one. However, it becomes clear that she's concealing her heartache behind this facade. After one toxic relationship, she hastily jumps into another. By the end of the song, you feel empowered as a woman, ready to declare, to the left, if a man dares to wrong you. It's intriguing how freedom can sometimes disguise itself as entrapment. Let's face it, Beyoncé and her producers are astute. Her primary audience is women, and she's well aware of the challenges many women face in the realm of relationships. Divorce rates are soaring, new marriages are dwindling, and single-parent households are increasingly prevalent. These women sing her songs about independence, freedom, and revenge, all while she enjoys financial prosperity with her wealthy husband. It's clear that even seemingly innocuous sources like a Barbie movie can negatively impact relationships. These women may need a reality check. Word of advice: many modern American women proudly adopt the label independent as a badge of honor. They embrace the philosophy popularized in our culture and frequently employ cliches like "we don't need a man" and "we can provide for ourselves." Yet, after a long day at the office, where they often overwork to compensate for their insecurities, they rush home to manage the responsibilities of parenting alone. This includes ferrying their children to activities, assisting with homework, cooking dinner, tucking their kids into bed, cleaning the house, and retiring to bed, exhausted and alone. These women often awaken in the morning, wondering how they ended up in this exhausting cycle, repeating the same routine like they're trapped in a never-ending Groundhog Day. Based on current trends, the future of our families, homes, and communities doesn't appear promising. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my new video drops. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.